Hey, how you all doing? Rob here, Awesome Fitness. So what I'm going to do now, this is going to be a quick question and answer some of the common questions that's come up, okay, and these questions have come up in the last couple of days. Okay, so the first question I've got here is, why do some people seem to lose weight faster than me? Okay, and this was from a lady called Sean, and she's from Swansea. So Sean, it's important to understand that the journey you're on is your journey and your journey alone. Yes, it may take you longer than other people to lose weight. However, you should never compare yourself to other people. Okay, as soon as you start comparing yourself to other people, that's when you start to get demoralized, and you maybe go backwards. The important point to realize here when you compare yourself to other people is you don't know how true they are with what they're saying to you. They could be restricting the calories too much, and then they're going to start to rebound later on. They could be doing something that's quite dangerous for them. They could be on some kind of supplements that increase their heart rate that are quite dangerous for them. So never believe what other people tell you, okay, and never compare yourself to other people. It is your journey. If you know in your heart that what you're doing is right, then keep following that plan, okay? As long as you're losing weight, then you're obviously on the right path. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there, okay? It's a journey, not a sprint. Okay, next question is from Chris in Neath. He says, I'm changing body shape, but I'm not losing much weight on the scale. Okay, Chris, it's important to know that a weigh-in scale is only one form of measuring progress, okay? It's one form, and out of them all, it's probably the least accurate, okay? Now, your muscle mass could have increased, and therefore you would have dropped body shape, okay, because muscle is denser than fat, so you would have toned up, but your body weight may increase, okay? When you got on the weigh-in scales the last time, your bowels could have been full, or they could have been empty, and today you're getting on the scales and your bowels could be full. You could be dehydrated today, you could be hydrated tomorrow. There's loads and loads of aspects of going to a weigh-in scale. The weigh-in scale, like I said, is one method of measuring results, but it's not the only method, okay? Just bear that one in mind. The weight loss is not necessarily fat loss, okay? And if your weight remains the same but your body shape's changing, then who gives a shit? Okay, it's about fat loss, it's about inches, it's about centimeters, about where you want to lose the weight. It's not about the weight necessarily on the weigh-in scale. Right, so this one is from Emma, and she's from Talbot. This is one that's quite close to my heart. I'm sick of food help. Emma, we all get to that stage, okay? I get to it quite often, at least a couple of, 3 or 4 times a year, where all the foods I eat, just tend to just leave me feeling, ugh. I can't be asked to eat them. I don't get excited about the foods that I'm eating. I'm not looking forward to cooking. I'm not looking forward to eating. Food focuses your life for so long, then it just gets on your nerves. Emma, that does pass. We all go through it. What I tend to do is I keep things really simple. I try and find the foods that I do like, and I see how many meals I can make out of those. Until which point my passion for food and my cooking comes back. But it does happen to all of us. We get to the point where we're sick of food. But it's really, really important that you maintain your minimum amount of calories per day, because remember, your body's an engine, and by not achieving your minimum amount of calories, all you're going to do is slow your metabolism down, and that's going to have a detrimental effect on your weight loss, okay? So it really is important that even if you can't be asked to eat, or you're sick of food, that you find something that you can eat to bring up the calories to what you need. Okay, so this one is from Sean, and he's from Bridgend. Okay, so he's on a low carb diet, a high protein diet, and he's really struggling for energy. Okay, this is something I'm going to cover in detail in a video in a couple of days time. But for now, carbohydrates, guys, are key for energy. Okay, carbohydrates are what your body likes to use as energy. Carbohydrates are a fast source of energy, okay, explosive energy. Now, fats are generally for, when you use your body fats for slow walking and stuff like that. But if you require any kind of physical activity whatsoever, then you will start to suffer with low carbohydrates, and you will feel your moods changing, and you will find yourself being lethargic and tired throughout the day. So my question to you is, why are you on a low carb diet? Okay, low carb diets do have their places if you're competing, if you're trying to get on stage, if you're trying to drop body fat really quick. But let me tell you something, okay? By dropping your carbohydrates, all you're essentially doing is taking 4 calories per gram out of your meals per day. Okay, so say for instance you're cutting out all your carbohydrates, you're stripping about 500 to 1,000 calories from your diet a day. You haven't reinvented the wheel. There's no need to strip carbs from your diet whatsoever. Carbs are really important for energy. Okay, so unless you're competing on stage or you want to drop body fat real quick, then you don't really need to be eating, dropping carbohydrates. You can strip a bit of, a bit of grammage from your carbs, your proteins, and your fats, and achieve the same kind of calorie goal, and achieve the same result at the end without feeling tired and being lethargic all the time. Hope that made sense. Okay, so the last point I'm going to cover today is a question we've had from Neil from Swansea. And this one is something that I can relate to personally. It's something that I've seen loads and loads and loads of times happening. Okay, so he's lost a lot of weight. He started running, which is great. His fitness levels improved, fantastic. His health is improved. However, he hasn't got the body shape that he wants. Okay, he's looking kind of flat. He's got no arse. You know, he's not looking ripped. He hasn't got no biceps. He hasn't got no chest, etc. So, Neil, the important thing to remember about running is running primarily, certainly the long distance kind of running you're doing, only incorporates the slow twitch muscle fibers. Okay, so the slow twitch muscle fibers don't really grow that big, so therefore you don't really get much definition from them. In order to change your body shape, you've got to be hitting your fast twitch muscles. Okay, you've actually got to be ripping, tearing and growing muscle fiber in order to grow those muscles and get the fuller shape that you want. You're very unlikely to achieve that from just running, so you need to get a good element of a gym session in there. You know, you need to be hitting the gym 2 or 3 times a week. I know a lot of runners out there seem to forget about the strength and conditioning aspect of life, but if you look at all the professional runners, you know, even the long distance runners, even Mo Farah, they spend just as much time in the gym hitting the weights heavy as they do outside the gym on the track and on the roads. Now, I'm a big runner myself, but running is one of those things that will make your body look kind of flat if you don't put the strength and conditioning program in to build up the muscle fibers of the fast twitch muscle fibers at the same time. So guys, I really hope that helped you out. I know that's a really quick cover of the topics, but any more questions, let me know and I'll try and answer them as best I can. Take care.